Hi everybody, thanks for joining us on The Countdown. I'm Tom Vasquez.
And I'm Megan Cashel.
Another week of wonderful, weird news. Try to stick to our college theme of weird news, but we got a little bit of a mix for you around the East Coast, around the country, because, you know, there's a good share of weird people out there. So we'll start with the first story I think we found. It's about Tinder. And you've probably had Tinder. I think everybody's had Tinder for a brief stint, if not.
Right.
And it's they're saying that the average Tinder user spends about 77 minutes a day on the app. I don't have anything else to say than to just sort of let that sink in.
You know, Tom, like I told you before, I wish I had 77 minutes to spend on one social media app. I mean, I just don't understand. Like, what else are these kids doing? Don't they have jobs, homework, anything?
My concern lies with the app itself. If you think about it, you can probably get through the whole science of it is just swipe left, swipe right. Really. So think about it this way. When you're looking, you know, I've done about 10 in 10, 15 seconds. 77 minutes. What are you doing? You're
That's a lot of people.
You're staring at profile pictures.
And you know what, just the app itself, I mean, besides the fact that so many people spend so much time on it, I mean, you are deciding if you're going to talk to someone based on their looks.
It's proving that old adage. Don't judge a book by its cover. We're legitimately.
I think the whole Tinder app is flawed. And to be honest with you, I have not heard one success story of Tinder. Maybe that's just me, but I haven't heard
nothing
any.
like eHarmony or anything.
No.
Match.com.
I've heard great things about eHarmony.
The commercials are great.
They are. You know, they got catchy jingles.
No, this is not an eHarmony or a Match. This is I'm going to look at you, and if I think you look good, I'm going to determine that I would like to date you or meet you or whatever people feel like using the app for.
And
I mean, we secretly know what it's for, but
right. And I've heard people who, you know, once they accept the person, they start talking. They're like, "This guy's a creeper. This is weird." So.
No, it's interesting. So
I like the internet, but it's very annoying sometimes. Like, does this situation happen to you? You're sitting at your computer, working on something really important, and then you just think, man, I wonder if Home Alone 2 made more money than Home Alone 1. I gotta look into this now. Sorry, important work, something more pressing has come up.
All right, so the University of Pennsylvania just put a new course into their registration system calling Wasting Time on the Internet. So what this course is, are these college students are basically spending the whole time in class on the internet, on social media, Snapchat, Facebook. At the end, their final project is to collaborate all the stuff that they've done on these social media sites and make a emotional work of literature.
Okay, that to me is asking for students to take the course just so they can browse the internet.
Right.
I get the point of it. I really do. The professor's trying to make it a college class by saying, now give me a portfolio. Like, it's almost like a photo essay.
Yeah.
Or a portfolio of your internet searchings. But come on. You know people are going to abuse that class.
Oh, absolutely. But I do, however, think that there are some students who are taking the course because they find it fascinating. I would take it because I find it completely interesting, and I would take that final and actually do my best work on it. And so I would be interested to see, you know, the final projects of those students who actually took the course seriously.
The students who take it seriously. The project would be awesome. I mean, consider it. The internet is a valuable tool when you use it for what it's actually for. You know, there's an endless amount of information out there. And if you put a portfolio together, I mean, you could probably get a ton of unique things. But let's be real. If I could quote whoever said that, you know, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, no. I mean, people are going to take this to get the
It's going to be abused. I don't know. Moving on from our internet voyages, this is just funny. I shouldn't be laughing at it, but it's funny. It's just some guy in Connecticut. He got arrested for DWI, and they took him downtown, and he ate the DWI results. He just ate them,
like
as they pointed out.
He
ate them. Okay. He tried to eat them to sort of prevent being arrested for driving while intoxicated.
Well, how'd that work out?
Oh, clearly not well. I mean, think about it. You've already been arrested for DWI.
Right.
The printed results perhaps they'll prove it, but we already know.
Right,
We know
right,
you were drunk.
definitely.
I mean, come on. What? On my list of favorite foods, paper is not one of them.
No.
So clearly, he was drunk because he ate paper. I don't know. I mean, how do you?
No.
I don't think one can stop something like that. You know what I'm saying? It just, you sort of have to let it run its course.
Oh yeah, I mean, because the fact of the matter is, he's just going to get charged more.
Yeah.
For
I don't know what
I don't know.
what would you call that?
Eating. I don't know. There is a phrase for
How
it.
about
I assume.
EWI? Eating while intoxicated. Although that happens,
That could be.
but that's
I
like
mean,
biological. You know,
yeah,
I think
don't
people tend to
know.
get hungry when they're.
Yeah, I
when
think a
they're
lot of people would be getting arrested if that were the case.
I know. That's stupid.
So moving back on, this I think is really relevant to Lemoyne and all colleges.
All right.
And it's binge drinking, but not for college students, just anyone in general.
Negative or positive?
Well, it does a lot of damage to not just your liver. I mean, you associate drinking with your liver,
Right.
But what happens is your liver is sending out a signal once you are binge drinking during that process, and it completely shuts down the rest of your organs.
Okay.
Which is why some people need to go with their stomach pumped, they go unconscious, all those other things.
Right, which is not a good
So,
thing.
no.
You would say.
No, no.
I think it's interesting. Let's do a hypothetical here.
Okay, yeah.
How much research and evidence and data needs to be collected before I think people internalize the fact that binge drinking is not good?
You know what, Tom? They've done so much research already on this,
Yeah.
and people aren't listening.
I mean-
people are going to drink to get drunk, to have fun.
Right.
And I mean, you can give them as many facts and statistics as you want, but people always say, that's not going to happen to me.
I get it. You know, people look at alcohol, it's like liquid courage, man. All right? We use it, we sort of loosen up, we get to talk to a lot of people. Not everybody has an outgoing personality that makes you go up to people and talk to them.
Right,
I get
of
it.
course.
You know, it loosens you up a little bit. It's not a horrible thing. But come on, there's got to be a balance.
Yeah,
you can't
absolutely.
you can't do 4 shots of, tequila in like half an hour
No.
and expect to feel okay the next day or expect the long-term results to be beneficial.
Oh,
You know,
right.
it's not going to be good.
Absolutely. I mean, alcohol, it can be fun, but you've heard so many horror stories of what it can do to you.
Right.
And I think you just have to take everything in moderation. I personally don't think it's necessary to go out Thursday, Friday, and Saturday
And neither
every
do I.
single weekend.
Neither do I.
It's excessive.
I agree. I think we'll finish up here. This one just was a random one. There are gun range workers in Utah that are determined to use the campaign. Do you know the little signs people stick up in people's yards?
Oh, yeah,
let's
yeah.
use local ones like Vote John Katko, Vote Dan Maffei.
Right.
They're using those as the targets for their gun range.
That's awesome.
Isn't it?
No, it's great.
Isn't
Absolutely.
it? There's no better way than saying America than, screaming out, we have our rights to have guns, and using the campaign signs as the target practice for those
absolutely.
guns.
No, I love that.
America.
Yeah, I love it. And I believe it said that it actually reduced recycling waste
Yep.
or something, so it actually benefited the
Environmentally friendly.
environment, right?
The club is saving money.
club.
And then they're donating the money, the saved money, and other money that they have saved from using these signs to an eye center to help prevent and treat blindness.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
so
we're
it's even
functioning
for
on a
better
lot of levels
cause.
here.
Right.
There's no arguing with this. I think it's clever.
Yeah.
If we have a lot of people try to do this sort of, and you're going to have people that look at this and go, oh my God, using political signs as a target practice.
But they're taking from both parties,
So if
it's
they
not
just,
biased.
oh right, so if they just took it from Republicans, we'd be
Oh,
like,
well then that's I don't know. I don't know. I guess.
Good
I don't
thought.
know.
That's a good thought.
It would be interesting to find out.
I
But
don't
they
think they
don't
are.
do that. It is for a better cause. It's helping the environment, treating blindness.
and let's be honest here. I mean, politics is just a game as it is.
Yeah, it's a
so
game
why
in
not
itself.
why not play the game after the political races are done?
Yeah,
Why not?
absolutely.
Why stop there?
Right.
So
I love it.
that's good, right? We'll have plenty of more weird, wacky, tacky news for you next week. Usually college related, depending if it's not. We like to keep it weird for you. I'm Tom Vasquez.
Megan Cash Show.
That was the countdown. Adios,
Deuces.
muchachos.